Hello there. I do have a new cool thing here, the Upperosey Powerhouse Solar Panel 2, version 2, for your trail cam. Has an external power. Oh, my whole thing is collapsing here. Yeah, so if you have a trail cam that has an external power connector, here we can see it. In this case, my camera here has a 12-volt plug here. So you can plug in an external battery to run this camera. And that's basically what this is. Let me show this to you quick. First thing I do, I'm gonna open this up. There is a screw here on the back. And you don't have to do this when you buy this. It's just to show you how cool this thing is. So let's do this here. I'm gonna take this little screw out. Oh, don't lose it, there it is. And then you see here on the case it says open, close, right? So you can now unscrew the back of it and have a look inside. You're the one who is for the first time looking into this. Now look at this. There's two lithium-ion 18650 batteries in there. You can put more in there, you can put 4 in there. It comes with 2. Now, those batteries will power your camera, and the solar panel will charge those batteries. Now, you can replace them later if they go bad over a period of time. It depends how long those batteries. Sometimes they last longer, sometimes not so long. I have some that last already for 10 years. It's amazing. So let's put this back together, align those holes, and then I can put this little screw back in there, and that keeps it from twisting. There we go here. So there we go. Now I can't twist it anymore. All right, so this solar panel now, the sun would charge those batteries. If you want to use it for the first time, it's recommended to have the batteries in here charged. That is relatively easy to do. We have here 3 connectors in here. There's one fancy one with like 2 little pins, and then a USB-C here and USB-C there, right? The female USB-C you can use with your external power, with your external USB charger. You can plug this in and charge the batteries in here. Now, if you want to see that here, you can see down here there's a red light on, a red LED light. And this LED light indicates, the red one, that it's charging right now. So you can externally charge those batteries. And then on here is the instructions for what those colors mean. So if it's red and green flashing, alternate flashing, that indicates that the smart charging mode is on for almost empty batteries, right? So the battery is almost empty. The red indicates we're charging, and the green would indicate that it's fully charged. Now, either the sun can do this, or you can do it with an external USB-C charging device. Okay, let's remove this now. In order to power your camera, you would use this USB-C here and plug in the other USB-C that comes from the camera. They both go together here, and you see here there is a red seal. So it's watertight, sealed watertight. No, nothing can happen to this anymore. And then here you have the power out. This is the power out that goes to your camera. Now this kit comes with 2 cables. This one here, that's the one you need for sure. That goes here only one way. Plug it in, and also this is also with the waterproof seal here. Let's close this here. Okay, and then you have power coming out of this plug. But how much power? So there is cameras with 6 volt, 9 volt, or 12 volt. Our camera, we're going to take it big here. And our camera, it says there 12 volt. So we do have a 12 volt DC camera here, right? So we need this to do 12 volt. Okay. There is this little switch in here. Also, it's sealed, waterproof in here. Let's remove the back of this first. There. And then here is a bayonet there with a rubber seal here, so it's waterproof. And then there's a little switch. And on the side here, it says those voltages. It has 6 volt on the very right. It has 9 volt in the middle and 12 volt at the very end. So we put it now to 12 volt. And this is only one time that you have to do this for your particular camera, right? So in my case, I need 12 volt. Close this up so that it's watertight and sealed. So now we have 12 volt coming out of this thing here. This may or may not fit in the camera you have. Like, I'm going to try to plug it in here. In my case, it fits perfect. If your camera has a smaller one, then you need an adapter. So let me turn this on quick. You see that my camera here switched to an external power symbol. You see that? The camera now is powered by external power, by an external battery in here. If I unplug this, my camera switches to the internal battery. So there is in this camera a battery in here. And you can see here that if I plug in my 12 volt here, that the camera goes to external battery power. Right? So let's put this back together. So this camera is very good here at using external power. If your camera has a smaller plug than this, then it comes here with an adapter. There you can see here, this is a smaller one here. So you can plug this in here. And now this goes into a smaller camera. Should you encounter a camera that has a too small of a plug, like here, this one, this camera here, this does not fit. So in that case, you would have to find one of those adapters with an even smaller pin in here. Okay, so that's how this works. Now, in my particular case, I haven't charged it a lot yet. So I'm going to unplug the USB-C here and then use my external USB-C to charge those batteries in here. That may take a few hours to charge it fully before I use it outside in the wild. Now let's talk about mounting this device. It does have a little compass in here so that you can find the south, because you want to mount this in the southern direction so that the sun hits it fully. Then there's a long enough wire on there to get out from underneath the tree, wherever you mount it. And then you have to mount this thing to the tree, or wherever you want to mount it. So it comes with a mounting plate, this one here. Mounting plate, you can mount it here with those 3 screws. Stainless steel screws go through there. Once it's mounted, you can cover the screws here with those 3 little plugs. You can plug those in here, and then you will seal the screws from being seen here. That's a good thing. There. And then you need this mounting piece here. There's a ball joint in here. And that would go in the panel. Now, this mounting joint has to be fixed, right? So that works like this. There's this little piece and a little plastic piece here that goes in there. It's all very easy once you do this once. That goes in here. That goes in here, right? Like this. And then you have to have this nut on top. Okay, so let's show this quick. This is all plastic, so plastic means it doesn't corrode. You don't have corrosion on this, right? So the tighter you tighten this, the more this ball joint tightens up here, right? So you're gonna screw this into your solar panel here. Have that in there like this. You can see already how it holds. Now let go a little bit, select the position I want, and then I can tighten the screw, and then it will hold there. The ball joint back here is now tight. That's where you can mount your panel where you need it. And that's basically all there is to this. And I'm going to test this out for you. I'm going to run a time lapse with my camera on here for, let's say, a year. And then we will see how long those batteries will last in this very nice solar panel for your trail camera.